Alright, so today I'm going to be playing around with this guy here. This was a $10 axe that I found at just some kind of local flea market style store where they sold things at discount. This axe head was fitted to this handle here, and the only markings on the head were the numbers 1250. I'm assuming 1250 gram, and then made in China. There's no other names or markings on this whatsoever. So I bought this axe because I wanted this type of pattern. I believe it's a Montreal pattern. It just, I don't know, it's like a classic design, and it's kind of perfect for the task that I want to use it for, which is small trees, kind of closer to the ground, limbing, those type of tasks. So when I bought the axe in its original state, it had a bit of a rubber cover over the edge here. I don't even know what you would call it, but just something to cover the edge. So I wasn't able to look at the actual profile and the way it was ground up. And the whole thing was wrapped in plastic anyway, so I just went ahead, bought one, thought what the heck, I'll cut the handle off and drill it out and put a wooden handle in it. Well, when I got it home and did the initial test with it, I shot some video of it, of how it was chopping before I did any work to it, and it was terrible, as expected. I got to looking and I realized why it was so terrible. The reason for that is when this was forged, for some reason, the profile is cupped, kind of like a banana. And I have hammered on it a little bit just to see if I could get it to move some. But yeah, it's cupped. When I was taking the old handle off, I couldn't get all the fiberglass out, so I threw this in the fire, burned it out, burned all the paint off of it and everything. Took the numbers off and then ground on it a little bit. But so that was $10 axe head with cheap axe problems, and to go along with it, I bought this cheap handle. You can still see it says $7.25 on it. It's a good deal on a handle, and I found the one they had that was the closest to being, or the best of the ones that were there, and it was more of a 28-inch handle that was designed or made for like a boy's axe, so that's smaller. Let's see, It was actually even smaller, quite a bit smaller than this Council Tool Boys axe. It was more of like a hatchet hybrid handle. Just way too ground down, way too thin. So I got the idea, if I still want to use this handle, I would just lower the shoulder and redefine it, slip that further down the axe handle, and then use a fat wedge on top to spread the wood apart and to make it hold. This is not the wedge that's going to stay in it. This is just something I've hammered in temporarily that I know I can get out easily, because the axe head's got to come off anyways, so I can reforge and reharden it. But back to today's goal, I do want to take this out, use it as is now with the new wooden handle on it, and get a feel for it to see if I like it and to see if it's worth doing this in the future, like getting another one of these and attempting to make an additional one.